In this video, I'm going to show you how to remove and replace spark plugs on a Mercedes GLC300. So once you've opened your hood, you have your engine cover right here, and you just want to pull up on it. It's not bolted, it just has little rubber tabs, 4 of them to be exact. Set that aside. You have 4 ignition coils, 1, 2, 3, 4's down there. So underneath these, along the wire, is the spark plug. So we're going to remove the coil by 2 mounting bolts, 1 here and 1 here. The mounting bolts are inverted Torx head, so it looks like a star but inverted, and it's an E8. So I'm going to remove them. I have a 1/4-inch drive. Set them aside. You're going to reuse those. So now I'm going to firmly grab that coil and pull up on it. I'm going to disconnect the connector. So you can see right here there's a tab. Take a little pocket screwdriver, pull that safety tab out like that, then push down and pull that off. Now if you put your hand down below, you'll feel that wire. You're going to grab it, give it a little twist back and forth, and pull up. Set that aside. So now you can follow down and see the chamber where the spark plug sits. Now you're going to need a 9/16 spark plug socket. So you're going to grab this little hose, pull it out of the way, slide it right down in that chamber, feel it grab that spark plug, and counterclockwise back that out. There you go. There's your used spark plug. We're going to grab our new one. So before you install all your spark plugs, grab your new ones. And because they're iridium and platinum on the ends, you don't put an adjuster on them. You never want to move them, but you want to make sure that they did not get crushed during shipment. So you want to just double check. I just like to line them up this way, confirm. The spec is 0.028 for the actual gap, but we're not going to adjust them because they look the same straight across, and that's what we're looking for. So now we can install our first spark plug. Put it in the socket, carefully guide it over, right down, feel it bottom out a little bit, center, and start by hand. I'm actually going to thread the whole thing in by hand. Just prevents from cross-threading, causing any problems. Once it bottoms out, we'll torque it to the factory spec, which is 17 foot-pounds. You feel it's come to a stop. Right there. Get your torque wrench. 17 foot-pounds. Now you're going to examine that coil boot and coil, make sure there's no damage. This all looks good, there's no cracks. So we're going to put a little dielectric grease right where it goes around the cylinder, and just a tab in there. You don't want to put too much, you just want to stop that from seizing up inside that cylinder. Sometimes it dries out. So we're going to locate that, slide that down. There we go. You'll feel it click right into spot. I'm going to put the connector on before I go too far. I still can twist it. Hear that click? Put that gray tab, lock tab, right into place. Make sure it locks in. There we go. Line those bolt holes up. Give it a nice little push. Start that by hand. Same with the other one. This is the hardest spark plug to do in this 4-cylinder. That's why I chose it. So you can see you don't really have to remove anything to get to it. The most you have to do is just pop that little line out of that clip. No big deal. So now we can get our E8 inverted Torx socket, and we'll just snug these right up. Just hold this hose right out of the way. You don't have to disconnect it. Bottom them both out. And now we're going to get our torque wrench and torque it to factory specs. So I've got my little torque wrench, 1/4 inch drive, and I'm going to torque each mounting screw for that coil to 62 inch-pounds. It's really just bottoming out and snugs it right out. You don't want to over torque them. And double check. Now you're going to repeat this process to the next 3 coils. So now that all the spark plugs are done, everything's torqued in place, we can put our engine cover back on, and there's those 4 tabs I was talking about. You're going to line them right up, see those right there? Pretty simple, and then give it a push down. Now you're good to go. When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.